Hey guys, welcome back here. Okay, so 325 IS. This here is an Evo 1. So, in the previous video, I've mentioned to you guys that there's some cars that came in, but I haven't really taken any videos as yet, right? This is one of them. So, it's the blue car, this car here. There's another car that's going to come up late in the week. Okay, so small history behind this vehicle here, right? Client was basically looking for a restored car or an Evo, a restored IS. Uh, Contacted him on social media, or the seller the seller contacted him on social media and said that they had a restored car. So the client knows about cars but doesn't know much. So anyway, he bought the car through and he asked me to come have a look. Uh, Car's a very good solid base, but the finishing of the restoration is not where it's supposed to be. So there's a lot of things that's done wrong on the vehicle, unfortunately. The easiest thing to pick up on is the MTech kit. So when I got there, the kit was still on the vehicle, right? One panel was off. I think it was on the driver's side. But on that panel, you could already see how it was fitting, because I could see the double-sided tape from the top. And I think there's one more panel on the fender there. I'll show you how it looked. So that was already an indication of something else going on underneath. Yeah. Anyway, when I brought the car back to the shop, we pulled the kit off and we found a lot of Sika flex on it. Never mind that, it's using original MTech front bumper, front spoiler, and rear bumper, but the side kits are all aftermarket ABS. So with the aftermarket ABS, I done a video on it a while back where I showed you guys there's no room for any of the original clips to go onto. They haven't counted for that. So you've got to make sure that you can either fit it properly. A lot of guys use Sikaflex because it gets it lined up to where you need to, but it's not the right way of doing it. So I've pulled it off. We're looking for a second kit for it. I think I found one. And then we're gonna get an original kit onto it, get it painted up, and then we'll get the car repolished and color matched from there. Then we're gonna go through. There's a few things, a few nitty gritties missing on the engine bay. We're gonna go through on that. The motor's also got a puff of smoke on it, so she doesn't misfire or anything of the sort. I haven't really gone through it completely, but you can already see it looks like a valve stem seal issue. So we're gonna pop the head off quickly, send the head into Sata Brothers, into our engineers, and then we're gonna have a look at the boy as well, have a look at piston slap, and maybe just do rings and bearings if everything is all good there. So we're gonna give it a freshen up quickly. Then we're gonna do a top dress up kit for it, right? So all the aluminum butts will get blasted. We're gonna do plating wherever we can. There's a couple of bolts and nuts that's not supposed to be there. There's clips that's missing, clips that's wrong. We're gonna sort that out. Get the car looking the way it's supposed to look, and then we're gonna move over to the interior. On the interior side, you'll see that the carpet is not sitting properly, right? And that's purely because they did not put the soundproof, or the sound deadening sponge on it. So that's the thick sponge that comes underneath the carpet. From front to back, they haven't put it on. So I'll show you now in the video how the carpet looks, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But they have got one layer of sound deadening. So I don't know if that's covering up anything, or if they try to put that there just to use it instead of the original sound foam. We're going to sort that out, sort the wiring out. The dashboard's got to get redone. We're going to reskin the dashboard and try and match it up to the rear. Get the electrical done on the car. There's accessories on the vehicle on the inside that has to be changed as well. Neaten that up. Do the backboard. I'll have that redone for the vehicle. Then we're going to move over to the boot area. I'll show you in the video how the boot looks. The boot is actually not what it's supposed to look like for a restored vehicle. But anyway, we're going to see to that. So guys, let's go through this vehicle quickly. I'll show you guys what we're busy with, and let's try and get this guy done quickly. Okay, so starting off on the vehicle, right? Okay, so they used a set of depot headlights on it. This kit is not right. I'm gonna double check the front bumper. It looks like an ABS kit. Sorry, like the original kit, but there's grills missing in the front. The vents are all missing in the front. So the air vents with the temperature switch, that's all missing. That comes through to the fender liner. So the fender liners are there, but the ducts are missing. So here's the extra bolts and nuts these guys chose to use. I'm not too sure who the builder was before. We're gonna find out what are those holding, and you'll see these screws coming through the body. Get rid of all of that. Use the correct clips in place, like these small things here. There's clips that come in all here. So it's small things. This is the totally wrong grommet in here. Right? We're gonna go through that. We're gonna try and neaten up here and see what we can get done here. Neaten up the wiring. The accelerator cable is a wrong cable as well. You can see how this cable sits over here. Get that sorted out. So it's a whole lot of small nitty gritties. There's a bracket that comes here that holds the harness and the water pipe under the intake. Get that out. Get the bracket for the idling valve. I see one of the brackets are here. The rubber that comes over here is not here. The dipstick also bracket is not there. The cowling clips are not there. So it's a whole lot of small nitty gritties that we got to get seen to on this vehicle. So first we're going to do is pop the head off, get the head seen to, check the bottom end, and while the head is off and the intake is off and we've got space to work on the sides, we are then going to go through the rest of the nitty gritties. Moving over to the interior, and you'll actually see as I open this door, right, there's lining up issues, or there's something happening on this door that we got to see to. This is how the kit has been put on. So there is silicone holding the side panel on and whatever else to it. They've also drilled bigger holes onto the body as to the original grommet. So I gotta figure this out and try and fill it up and see what we're gonna do here. Get all the Sika flex off, and you can see this here is tough on here. So see, we're gonna get this here seen to as well. As for the carpet, this is what I was telling you about. So if you have a look here, it's gray, you're not gonna see much. But you can see the carpet is not sitting nice and flush. And it's purely because of the foaming at the bottom. So we're gonna pull that out, get the carpet washed up, pull that out, pull the dashboard out. See to that, get that done. Get the interior looking the way it's supposed to look. Then here's the boot area that I was talking about. So again, just small stupid things. Get this here, this has been recovered, but get an original one for him, get it cleaned up nicely. This is how the boot area looks. So I don't know how people do store. Then you got wood holding at the bottom here. So we're gonna get this boot area looking the way it should. Get this here cleaned off nicely. You can see they sprayed over it. There's a whole lot of oversprays that they tried to clean off. We're gonna pull out, I'll have to pull out everything. So we'll pull out the carpet, we'll pull out the taillight covers, this carpet here, get it cleaned up, get it sprayed up properly. So again, this guy is not coming in for a full restoration, but we've got to neaten up and clean up as much as we can. We'll get the rubber boot back in here. We'll get the grommet that's missing here and get the central locking working. Here's this one kit panel that we spoke about now. So have a look at this. There is Sika flex everywhere. Double-sided tape and Sika flex. There's not one clip holding these panels in place. Then they've gone through and drilled through the holes, made the holes bigger everywhere you go. So we're gonna see to that. And like I said, we're gonna get a engine bay dress up onto the vehicle. But the body is a good body. It's just not finished properly at all. You can see the heater is not working. There's the water pipes exposed, and the fuel in this guy is smelling old. So I'm probably gonna take the fueling system off, take the tank out, clean the tank, and so on like that. So let's see what we can do here, guys. Okay, guys, so that is the end of the first video on this car. So let us get working on it. Let us get cracking. Like I told you, phase one, we're going to start on the engine bay side, pull the head off, send that to the engineers, get the car starting up properly, get the fueling sorted out, then get it started and driving up properly. And then we're going to tackle the interior, the boot bay, and the exterior. Again, guys, like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do, and do what you guys are doing. And let's see how far we get with this guy. Cheers, guys.